What's up, family? It is me again. I know it's been some days since I did a live. I've been compelled to bring out this message tonight, and I want it to come out powerful, but also in a way that's understandable. I hope everyone has been resting, healing, also abundantly increasing in all avenues: spiritual growth, financial growth, health wise, right? I come in peace, but also come with clarity and understanding of a lot of things in this. Well, a lot of us call it the Matrix, some of us call it the prison planet. Um, Most people call it Earth. Um, you know, the rabbit hole goes really, really deep. Okay. Now, I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. I don't have all the answers to what reality, at least this reality, really is. But I do know one thing's for certain, is that if you are the black sheep, if you are the chosen one, you will question reality. You will question the way things are. You're not the type to, as of now, you had no choice but to kind of embrace what is, but you know what isn't right. I hope y'all can follow me on that. What isn't right, right? So I just want to talk about reality from my perspective. I'm just throwing it out there, and hopefully it'll open some eyes and give us a clearer meaning or understanding of what's really going on. You know, people say, well, some people said in the past that reality is often disappointing. And from my perspective, especially from the wisdom that I've learned recently, when I think about how greedy, because, one of the topics that we're going to talk about is greed, how greedy that people in power are, or should I say entities in power are. You see, they were born into money. You understand? A lot of us wasn't born into money. So therefore, their perspective of reality is going to be different from ours. Right? And I had to sit back and think about this. Right? Their perspective of reality is going to be different from ours. We weren't born into wealth. We weren't born into millions. A lot of us were born into middle class. Some of us born into lower class, damn near poverty line, you know. But when you take it a step further, that's beyond the human realm, in the realm of the humans, there's a thing called the Galactic Federation, right? Some of us have probably heard of that. Some of us have heard discussions of that on TikTok and all over social media. And from what I've learned, there have been ancient wars in the past between different sets of alien species, right? But there are alien species right now that oversee this realm. The Galactic Federation oversees this realm, but also there are malevolent alien forces that have some sort of control over the wealthy and the rich in this realm. This live tonight, I'm diving a little deep into the rabbit hole. I'm just giving you all a little bit of my perspective of the revelations I've been having. these entities, these malevolent entities, not the Galactic Federations, I'm talking about the malevolent ones that go to war with the Galactic Federation, they were born into technology. They were born into uh, intelligence, advanced intelligence. They were created in a realm that's higher than ours. So why am I saying all this? There are some alien species that will shit on the less fortunate. It's not just humans. There are advanced beings that will shit on the less fortunate. We are considered nothing to them. Okay? I'm not saying all of them. It's just the malevolent ones, the evil ones, the ones that they say for thousands of years have done so much stuff to humanity. They have mixed with us. They have messed with our genetics. They have tampered with the ozone layer. They said that the oxygen levels used to be much greater in this realm than it is now. It's only 18% oxygen now. Did you know that? And then you wondering why some of us is having a hard time breathing sometimes. Like our chest just get tight out of noise because even the supply of oxygen is being tampered with by these things. You understand? Now, this is, I'm just going to put it out there, and I'm probably going to be the first in the world to say this. I think that the reason why a lot of us are here, especially chosen ones, we're not only teaching narcissists a lesson, we're teaching evil alien forces a lesson as well, because they watch us, they know who we are. They see our aura more than we see our aura. You understand? While they will shit on the disabled person, while they will shit on the homeless person, you got people on the ground right now who actually give a damn about the homeless person, who actually will show compassion to the disabled person. Right? But these motherfuckers in their advanced technology, they don't see the need to because we're nothing to them. We're worthless to them. But I think the lesson that has to be learned here is that life is a precious thing. And when humanity especially learns how to show compassion and respect for one another and actually stand together, the game is over, man. The game is over. But as long as we have this thing where, you know, we're too busy trying to rise in a system that's already rigged. I repeat that again. As long as we keep trying to rise in a system that's already rigged, they're going to constantly have control over us. They're going to constantly have us where they want us to be. So there's a great lesson to be learned even for aliens in higher realm. It's like they don't understand where we come from, and I think it's a deeper level. I think it has to do with the envy, because you think regular humans are just envious of us. I think even certain aliens are envious of us too, because they do not have the kind of compassion or empathy that we have, at least some of us, you know. But the crazy part is, when you are the one who try to show love and compassion, this is when they come. That's why I say in, a few lives back, I was like, when you're doing the right thing, when you're trying to be helpful, evil comes at you harder. It's not just normal evil. There are entities, there are aliens, there are things that try to stop you from doing these kind of things because it goes against their agenda. They have an agenda that they want to fulfill. There's an agenda that they want to upheld in this society. But this is another thing about questioning reality. This is another thing I wanted to question about reality. This is just my perspective. This is not going up against the order of things. However things are, I guess we just gotta flow with it and see where it goes. But for me, if these things have been around messing with humanity for thousands of years, mess with our genetics. They've been tinkering with nature, just like they're tinkering with nature now. How come they have not been checked in all these years? Maybe there's things that we don't understand. Maybe there's wars that are still going on right now as we speak. Maybe there are things trying to check these things. I don't know. But to me, it's like, surely somebody could have seen these things oppress us and do all kinds of stuff to us all these years, to our ancestors and the people that came before us. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is just my perspective of me questioning reality. I know for a fact we're not the only life forms in this galaxy. We're not the only life forms in existence. Because I know firsthand, because I've met one firsthand. Okay? I've shook hands with people that had slits in their eyes. So I know that some of us ain't fully human. I know this. You know? So these are things to think about when you're questioning reality. And then you have another aspect called NPCs. You know, people who are the best way I can describe them, they're from a lab, right? That's the best way I can describe them. They call them the Cabbage Patch Kids. You know, you all can do your research on that. But that's another aspect of reality we have to question as well. The game is overall, a lot of stuff in reality, in this reality, is rigged. It's rigged. The system is rigged. They already have their NPCs and players in certain places, you know. So you know, and this is why it's important to question. Look, I'm gonna tell you all, it's okay to question what you see. Okay, it's okay to question the way things are. But the only thing I would say is, do not stress too hard about it, because some things are just beyond our control. Because the moment you're stressing too much about this and, oh my gosh, they're gonna do martial law, they're gonna do this, you have now putting yourself in a low vibrational state where you're frantic and you're afraid of what they might do to you. You know, surely there's another higher force still in control. It's just that the way that this force handles things and the way we would handle things are two different things, right? You know, and this will go to greed. Greed. Most people in this world are greedy. Yes. So you being a chosen one and you have that kind of heart to show compassion, you know, that's another aspect of why they want to come at you and why, you know, they try to tarnish your image and slander your name, because you're not as greedy as them. You're not trying to hog a bunch of money and flex on a bunch of people and, you know, cause division of the haves and the have-nots. Look at me. Look at my chain. Look at my watch. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these rappers. That's what's wrong with a lot of these celebrities. They are amongst the population of the greedy folks. Okay? If it means to get on national TV and preach a message about how hoeing is okay, preach a message about selling fentanyl in the community is okay, you are part of that greedy population of people. The only thing that matters is how much money they got, how many cars they got, how many yachts they got. That's the only thing that matters to these kind of people. And that's what you're dealing with in society, man. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people in the world today. Right? It's the greed. Okay? A lot of y'all can't go into business with certain people or can't be friends with certain people in the past is because, you know, they can ask you for help all day long. You'll give it to them. But when you ask them for help, they act like they can't do it. They get real greedy. You know, they get real defensive about their money. Man, I'm telling you, man, there's dudes out there that done messed over people. There's women over there that done messed over people. You know, people have, I'm trying to find the right word, y'all. Sorry, sometimes I'm not good with words, but when it came down to life insurance, family members have fucked over other family members based on greed. Oh, granddad passing away. He got a life insurance policy for 300,000, and he told me to divide it up amongst 3, 4 family members. And I guarantee it's always gonna be that. A lot of times, it's that one family member that's gonna take all that life insurance money and run with it. Why? All because of greed, man. Okay. A lot of people in society are greedy, and if given the opportunity, they will screw you over to boost themselves up. But see, when you're a chosen one, when you're an earth angel and you're a person of the light, you don't care about what you get. You're just thankful for the stuff that you do have. And if you don't have a lot, you'll work on getting more. But you're not going to try to screw somebody over for some life insurance policy. You're not going to try to screw somebody over for their position. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so many stories out there of people doing greedy acts that I can't even begin to start on explaining this stuff to you all, man. But it's real. It's real. People in the world today, a lot of people are greedy. A lot of homeboys are greedy. A lot of friends, they not willing to share like you willing to share. You know what I'm saying? And then you take it to another level. You know, the people, I say it all the time, it's bad when water is controlled. It's bad when, which puzzles me. We're supposed to be breathing in air, but they have oxygen tanks that you can buy. So they control that too. If you want what they call pure oxygen, you got to buy an oxygen tank. Okay? If they have oxygen tanks, then what are we really breathing in? I thought we was breathing in oxygen already. So why we got oxygen tanks? You know? And this goes back to questioning reality. You know? When it comes down to narcissism is not just on regular human level, it's on alien levels too. I'm the first in the world to talk about this kind of stuff. Maybe I am the first in the world, but there's nobody that's going to talk about it like me. Maybe there's other people that talked about it, but they ain't going to talk about it like how I talk about it. Narcissism is deep, man. You got malevolent alien forces that are narcissistic as well. And I think they are the authors, the architects of narcissism. This is why it invades your family. This is why it invades a lot of so-called friends. This is why it invades jobs. A lot of places that you go. A job can make, a lot of these companies be making like 40, 50 million a year, but they want to pay you $11 an hour. Like, really? But the owner could sit in a nice mansion in the mountains, gated community, right? That owner and his family is straight. But you have to bust your ass for $11 an hour. But they continue to get more and more. And this goes back to greed, y'all. This goes back to greed. That's what's wrong with the world today. The world is a very greedy place. And it's a behavior that if you ask me, it's a behavior that is taught, because when you see celebrities and other people of status, they flexing and they flashy, and the only thing they do is give maybe some turkeys on Thanksgiving and some damn toys, a toy drive on Christmas. Some people look at that as, oh, you know what? They barely do much for me, but at least they give me some turkeys. Shoot. I might as well just, try to be like them when I get to their level. And there's something wrong with that when you get to a certain level, you have to be corrupt. I'm not going to compromise who I am for any kind of bread, man. If I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not going to step on people's toes. I'm not going to rob people. I'm not going to lie and bamboozle folks just for a few M's, man. It'll never be that way. And because of that, they might call me lame. They may say, oh, this nigga here ain't trying to really advance in life. I'll advance in my own way. Okay? Understand one thing, chosen one. What I'm telling you all is a higher level of understanding of a lot of things in this reality. And I hope y'all can receive it, because not many will. Some people might look at me like I'm crazy, but that's okay. You know, they have their role models. They have who they want to follow. They have their status that they want to be, the flexy, flashy, you know, and that's okay. But I'm just putting it out there tonight that society is a pretty greedy place. The matrix is rigged, and reality is not ran by narcissists on human level. It's ran by narcissists on alien level as well. Okay, I'm probably the first person in the world to actually speak about this, at least the way I talk about it. But it's okay to question reality. It's okay to ask, why is my life like this? Why is life like this? Why do they kill all the fishes in the ocean? Why do they charge us for electricity? Why do they do these kind of things? It's because there's a lesson that needs to be learned, even on a high level. There are things that try to control us and they don't understand. But they will understand one of these days. Maybe we will send here, I believe, to teach them a lesson. You know, in all these years that they say, thousands of years, who knows? It probably wasn't even thousands of years. It probably was a couple hundred years that this has been going on, this kind of way of life, you know? So, you know, it's just something to think about. I just want to go live tonight and talk about a few things. And, you know, you know, narcissism is on so many levels that you can't even believe, man. We are pretty much under bondage by narcissists. That's the honest truth. That's the best way I could put it. Let me read the comments. E-Baby, good to see you. That's true. Exactly, it's a distraction. Right. What if some of us are more advanced spiritually compared to some aliens? I think so. Because according to what they said, for thousands of years, they wanted to oppress us and keep us down, stop us from advancing. What is it about us that they want to stop so damn bad? Huh? And I'm not sure if it was thousands of years, you know, because for what I learned, and I could be wrong, in the 1700s, that's when they really started invading, you know. But that's neither here nor there. That's, you know, that's your own, that's everybody's own research. All I know is narcissism is on levels that we can't even comprehend. Now, whether you believe in aliens or not, you know, that's on you. But I know they're real. And when it comes down to the Galactic Federation, there's no telling how hard they are fighting for the freedom of humanity. Because there are malevolent alien forces that are in this realm right now that harvest our energy, that feed on our suffering. I mean, the list goes on, all the negative, nasty stuff that they do, man. You know? But listen, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And those who will catch the live later, I hope y'all enjoy the message, man. You know, I dive deep into the rabbit hole some. I question certain things and I give y'all my perspective. And do what you will with it. But I sincerely hope it's been helpful. All right. So y'all be safe. And I'll talk to y'all soon, man. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye now.